All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Choose God, Find Joy, where we encourage you to choose God, make God first in your life. And I guarantee you that you're going to find joy. Joy comes from God, not from other people, not from flesh, not from activities. It comes straight from God. There's a difference between happiness and joy. And when you choose God and make Him first in your life, you're going to have that ultimate joy, which feels great. All right, today's lesson, session, discussion, whatever you want to call it, is coming from Proverbs 31. As a wife of 32 years, I have often questioned, what's my role? What do I do? How do I know I'm being a good wife? How do I know what to do in this role as somebody's wife? In the Word of God, our Bible, Proverbs 31 definitely gives us that definition. If you pay attention, go line by line, you're going to have the breakdown of what a wife is. For my single people out there, Proverbs 31, you need to read that. If you're that person that's complaining about being single and you want to be married, trust and believe the job isn't easy. So you need to make sure that you're ready. And you can start by looking at Proverbs 31. So we're going to go line by line in this. I don't think today's going to be long. Just trying to give a little bit of identity, not your entire identity, but a little bit of identity to those who are either a wife or desire to be a wife. So we're in our Bible right now, Proverbs 31. We are going to jump down to verse number 10. It's an epilogue, and it's titled The Wife of Noble Character. And again, we're going to start with verse number 10. A wife of noble character who can find she is far worth more than rubies. So right off the rip, they're letting you, the word is letting you know that, hey, following this, being able to identify yourself as this, you're going to be worth more than rubies, right? Rubies are very valuable. We're talking about the authentic ones now. We're not talking about those lab generated rubies. We're talking about authentic rubies. That's worth some money. And the word is telling us, hey, you can be worth more than that. So before we go any further, let's just get the definition of noble. And I'm on Google, and it says noble is an adjective that describes someone or something of high moral character, elevated social rank, or magnificent appearance. Then you just drop down and as that character, possessing outstanding personal qualities like courage, generosity, honesty, and selflessness. So right there, I think this is a lot right there, right? They're about to describe someone, a wife, who is possessing all of these outstanding personal qualities, right? And as we go further in this, you're going to find exactly as this definition gives you courage, generosity, honesty, selflessness. You're going to find all of those being described in this passage. All right, so here we go. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. So obviously, the person that you're going to marry, the person that you have, that's your person, right? They're going to have confidence in you. When I'm looking at that, I didn't realize that that's a thing, right? That's a desired quality from the man that you're with, is that he has confidence in you, right? He's got to have that confidence in you in order for you to do what you need to do, right? I don't know if you've ever been around somebody who just lacks confidence. You can't do it. You're going to fail. I doubt that you can pull this off. That can bring you down. That affects your self-esteem, your confidence, even it can affect your desire to even want to do the thing that you're supposed to be doing, right? If you know that your man doesn't have confidence in you and your cooking skills, okay? I keep hearing about cooking. Men want wives that cook. So if your man is like, I know she's going to make me, some kind of meal that's just, whatever. Um, I doubt that she's going to make me something good. That right there alone does not make you want to cook. So having a man that's confident in you means something. And when he has full confidence in you, he wins. He wins because it says he lacks nothing of value. He's actually winning. So there's a little section in here for men as well. When you're trying to determine if there's a wife out here for you, if there's a woman out here that you are thinking about marrying, this passage is also for you. So you can look right there and you need to ask yourself, do you have confidence in her? And I'm not talking about just her cooking skills. I'm talking about in her mothering skills, her parenting skills. Is she going to be the type of mother that you want? Are you going to have confidence in her? Are you going to have confidence in her when it comes time for you to have your goals, meeting your goals? Are you going to have confidence in her when it comes time for her to have your back, support you? Are you lacking confidence in this woman? Because if so, that might not be your person. That might not be the person that you want to ask to be your wife. Okay? So we're going to move, continuing on, verse 11. Her husband, I'm sorry, verse 12, she brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. Again, we're talking about the husband and how he's winning. Okay? Again, gentlemen, this passage, is always talked about for the woman, but men, this is also something that you can um, use as a measuring stick to determine if this woman is the woman for you, if this is somebody that you need to marry. Right here it says she brings you good, not harm. Good, not harm. So looking back at your life and your relationship with her, how much was the good? And I think that can go on both ways, right? They can go both ways. Her looking at this, you looking at this, but you need to really ask yourself, am I happy? Is she making me happy? Am I happy with her? Not that she's got to bring you happiness, because you should have your own happiness right there, okay? Let me just take a pause right quick. You should be coming to the table with your own joy. And again, like I stressed from the beginning, you're going to get that from God. If you're not coming into the relationship with your own joy, what are you doing? Why are you trying to connect with somebody? So that other person has to become your savior. So that other person has to constantly be lifting you up and encouraging and just always pushing you. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What? That work? What? Why aren't you coming into the relationship with your own happiness, with your own joy? That's not what your partner is there for, to bring you joy. That's not what they're there for. Two people, healthy, healthy mindset, trauma addressed, two human beings that know God, prioritize God, have joy from God, come together. The only thing they're going to do is win. When one person is looking at the other person for happiness and expecting them, you should make me happy, you should make me happy, you should make me happy. No, that is not anyone's job except your own. Except your own. But let me stop because I'm about to go into another direction. Verse 13, she selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. All right, so now we're getting into what exactly is she supposed to be doing. She selects wool and flax. Well, let's just say, stop right here. Everybody should know what wool is, right? You might have some wool items, clothing in your closet. Flax is a plant used to make linen fiber. Okay, so again, we're still talking about clothing, right? So she selects the clothes. Then it says that she works with eager hands. Breakdown of eager, meaning zealous, enthusiastic, right? So that means when she's dressing the family. Okay, let's pause here again. Men, we can look at this in so many different ways, right? And I'm just giving my interpretation when I read this. You can read it and totally get something different. That's the beauty of the word and how God speaks to us. So please remember that. When I read that, I think to myself, okay, are your styles similar? Are you marrying someone who, let's say, is very laid back? They only want shorts and a t-shirt. Should that person, are they equally yoked, if you will? If he marries somebody who loves to wear heels and dresses and gowns, Is that really equally yoked? Maybe she loves to get dressed up, or maybe he loves to get dressed up. He loves it. He wants to look fly every day, and she wants to go out in yoga pants and a t-shirt. That's her wardrobe. Now, mind you, it says that she's supposed to. The wife is going to select the wool and the flax. She's selecting the clothes. You better pick somebody who you like how they dress. Why are you picking somebody that you don't like how they dress? Because eventually she's going to pick out some clothes for you. Eventually she's going to say, here's a gift, here's a tie, here's a suit, here's a shirt. And if you are not feeling how she dresses, why would you pick that knowing that eventually that's going to be a part of you guys? Your wardrobe is a part of you. It might sound petty to some. Oh, that's no big deal. No, actually, it can be for some. Not for everyone, but for some. I see it a lot out here in the streets. I will see the men, they will be very casual, wear a t shirt and some khakis and some flip flops, and they're good to go. They are comfortable. They can be in a whole 5-course meal dinner and in flip flops and be all right. And that's cool. And then you see the woman on their arm, and she's looking springy, fresh, just like she stepped out of a magazine. And here he is in his flip flops and t shirt and khaki pants. Now, if it works, it works. Great. I question that. I truly question that. Not saying it doesn't work, not judging your relationship. I just question how do you feel? For how do you feel when you're going out and you're not coordinating? I know some couples um, that coordinate together, and they love it. They absolutely love it. If she's wearing cream and gray, he might have some gray pants on and a cream tie or something. I don't know, but they coordinate. They're not matchy matchy, but they're just coordinating, and they like that because they want to look uniform. They want to look together. They want to look like they're with each other. And that is something. That is something, right? Do you want to look like you two belong? Do you want to feel like when you walk into the room, this I'm with this person. Look at us. We go together. We coordinate. You can't see him without seeing me. You can't see her without seeing him. That is real. And again, I'm no judgment here. I'm not judging anybody. I'm sure there's beautiful, long lasting relationships with people who have totally different ideas of dress. But the word here, um, again, she selects wool and flax and works either eager with eager hands. Verse 14, she is like merchant ships bringing her food from afar. All right, so let's see. We've already got her picking out the clothing for her household. We've got her going out and getting the food for her household. Erase. And bringing her food from afar, meaning that okay, she's going to travel to get the best deal. She's getting quality food. That's how I'm taking that. She gets up while it's still dark. She provides food for her family and portions for her servant girls. Now, part of me wants to jump down to servant girl and say, hey, hey, all you wives, future wives, do you have maids? Got a butler? Got a driver? Because that's what we're supposed to have. But that's just me. Um, but I won't even focus on that right there. She gets up while it's still dark. This right here speaks to me because it tells me I need to be up before my family. Before they start moving, I should already be ahead of them. I don't know if women, when they read this, I've never heard it. I just hear women all the time, Proverbs 31. I'm a Proverbs 31 woman. Honey, if you are, you probably are exhausted. And if you're not, I highly question if you're really a Proverbs 31 woman. We start off right here, off the rip, with hey, you are up before everybody else, getting the day started. This speaks to me so much because it tells me that the family depends on her. Like, she is the one. She is making things happen for this family. The family is leaning on her. They depend on her. She's up while it's still dark. Then it tells you she provides food for her family. So that tells me right there, okay, she's already starting the day providing food for the family. Well, we all know the typical diet for people in America, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So that means she's got to, yeah, she has to get up before dark while it's still dark. Because guess what? You got to make food for everybody every single day. You're satisfying their hunger. You're keeping them alive with food. Yeah, you are up before dark. You got to get a jump on things. Moving down to verse 16. She considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. So she's finding property. She's making money off of the property. And then with the money, and obviously she's a smart businesswoman because she's making money from it. This says with her earnings, she plants a vineyard. So buying property, making money off of it, turning it around, creating another business, aka planting a vineyard. She's business savvy. And it doesn't say he finds it. Erase. Doesn't say he finds it. It says she finds the property. That means she's going out here looking and checking out property and scoping it out, determining is this value? Is this valuable? The next is she sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her tasks. Okay, so guess what? Again, this right here speaks to me in her physicalness. I don't think she's a big woman. I don't think she's sloppy. I don't think that she is overweight. I don't think that she can't be lazy. Not we haven't had any nothing in this passage speaks to me that she's lazy. Nothing in this passage speaks to me that she is one of those women who wants to lay here and sleep until 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning. She can't. She's taking care of everybody. Everybody's dependent on her. So she can't. Her arms are strong. So I'm almost reading into this that, you know what I'm saying? That she's working out. This woman is keeping herself together. Right? She's together. She is making sure that all of her tasks are done. Number 18, she sees that her trading is profitable and her lamp does not go out at night. There she is again, working again, business minded. It screams out to me in Proverbs 31, this woman is all about business. This is what she does. She's not out here working for somebody else, but she's business minded. She's built for business. Her trading is profitable. She's winning. And I don't know, I almost feel like it's a sixth sense that women must have for us to know what property to buy, what trades to make. So she, if we put it to apply it to today's terms, she's in the stock exchange. She got some stock, she got some BlackRock, she got some Amazon shares. She was that one that made the Apple shares and got the Apple shares way ahead of the game. Her lamp does not go out at night, meaning that she's diligently staying in the work. She's doing her business. She's winning. Verse 19, in her hand she holds the distaff and grasps the spindle with her fingers. So let me go real quick and I'm going to look up distaff. The distaff refers to a tool used in spinning to hold unspun fibers like wool or flax, before they are turned into thread. Okay, so at first we had her picking out the clothes and picking out the fibers, picking out the wool and flax. Now she's taking that and she's making the clothes. Making the clothes. So this woman is doing it all. That's why I'm saying if you are going to be a wife, understand that it is not an easy job. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm saying be prepared. Please don't get out here and think the IG is I want to live a soft life. Yeah, you can live a soft life. You going if you trying to be Proverbs 31, I don't know how soft it's gonna be. You got to keep your body up. You got to feed everybody. You got to make sure that everybody's healthy. You running the household. You buying property. You're making trades. You're planting vineyards. You're making clothes, right? And we're not even done. We only halfway through. So let's continue. Number verse 20. She opens her arms to the poor and extends her hands to the needy. She's a giving woman. She's a giving woman. She's making her money. She's profitable, and she's giving it to the poor and the needy. And I don't think that those verses mean just money. I have a feeling that while she's making her family clothes, she's also probably making the poor and the needy some clothes as well. A couple shirts, a couple sweaters. She's like, you know what? Let me just, make some for this woman that I know I see on the street. So I don't believe it just means that, her arms open to the poor, extends her hands to the needy. I believe that it's more than that, just money. Extends her hands to the needy just tells me right there. I feel like she is making clothes for them. She's making clothes for those that need. Verse 21. When it snows, she has no fear for her household, for all of them are clothed in scarlet. Meaning, okay, again, the clothing that she's putting on her family's back is nothing shady, nothing shabby. It's good. She's perfected her work. She has taken the classes. She has sat under the tutelage of somebody who can sew. So she's not just making some Sheen clothes, some Timu clothes, but they fall apart. She's not doing that. She's making quality things for her family. Verse 22, she makes coverings for her bed. She is clothed in fine linen and purple. So, okay, here we go. Let me just, before she makes covering for her bed. All right, so let's see. So that's not even just clothing that she's doing. She's also got the sheets and the comforter and the blanket. She's making those. She's keeping her family warm with some good quality blankets. That yarn is thick. And that wool is nice and thick, keeping her family warm. Making sure that the kids have great clothes, fashionable clothes. And guess what? She is not looking shabby herself. She is not looking poor and raggedy and through. It says she is clothed in fine linen and purple. Purple is a color for what? Crowned queens, royalty. So she is not walking around here in t-shirts and yoga pants. She's looking good. Yes, she's doing a lot. Yes, she's up before dark. Yes, she's doing a lot for her family, putting food on the table, making business deals all day. But she's not doing it with a bonnet on her head. Boom. I said it. I said that. I'll say it again. She is not leaving the house in a bonnet. And I'm going to lay it right there. I'm going to try real hard not to go off into a tangent on the ladies in bonnets out here in the street. But I'm going to stop you right now. If you are questioning yourself, if you need to be a wife, if you're ready to be a wife, and you're wearing bonnets out here in the street. No, you're not. I'm telling you right now, you're not. Challenge me. If you got something to say, say it. Put it in the comment. I welcome it. I challenge you to tell me how you feel. Yes, I'm ready to be somebody's wife. Yes, I am somebody's wife, and I'm leaving the house with my bonnet on. No, you don't. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't embarrass women in general. Let's not. And please don't call yourself a Proverbs 31 woman if you out here in a bonnet. Because again, The whole passage speaks of woman, a woman of class. You could not call yourself classy and you out here in a bonnet. You're just not. I'm telling you, yes, I said it again. Nope, not taking it back, not apologizing. Verse number 23, her husband is respected at the city gate where he takes his seat among the elders of the land. So her husband's got some things to do and he's respected. Is the man that you about to marry respected? Do people look up to him? Hmm? Are you marrying somebody that's respected? Are you? I hope so. You don't want somebody that's that nobody, they looking at him like, mm. Verse 24, she makes linen garments and sells them and supplies the merchants with sashes. Here she is again, business minded all the way through. While she's making clothing for her family, she's also, and for herself, she's also making linen garments and sells them. This woman is business minded through and through. We're going we're going to run them all down at the end. All the businesses that she has. She's selling the clothes, selling linen garments, supplies the merchant with sashes. Verse 25, she is clothed with strength and dignity, and she can laugh at the days to come. She's so positive right here. She is clothed with strength and dignity, meaning that she puts that on. And for my ladies out here that's wearing the bonnet, you are not clothed in dignity and strength coming outside your house in your bonnet or in your pajamas, in your slippers. You are not. She can laugh at the days to come. Do you know how that says to me that she's comfortable, that she's prepared? She has confidence in herself and her ability and what she's doing, how she's taking care of her family. She's confident in that. So she's ready for the future. She's like, okay, bring it on. Come on, future. I know I'm doing the right thing. I'm profitable, making business deals. Verse 26, she speaks with wisdom and faithful instruction is on her tongue. She's smart. She's wise. Faithful instruction is on her tongue. I could read so many things into those two words right there. Faithful instruction. We all could do with some faithful instruction. Do you give faithful instruction? Because the Proverbs 31 woman has faithful instruction on her tongue. Verse 27, she watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Again, there she is. She's that's that business minded. She's watching over the affairs, making sure everybody's good, making sure everybody's taken care of. She's not idle, meaning she is not laying there watching Power. She is not Netflix binging. She's not sitting there and chilling and, she's getting up at 10, 11 o'clock and then she moseys around and she might go out to Walmart in her bonnet and slippers and pajamas and come back to the house, watch a little bit more TV. Nope. You stepping in her house, I guarantee you, Proverbs 31 woman is clean. Guarantee it. Verse 28, her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also. And he praises her. Her family and her husband have nothing but good things to say about her. They recognize the hard work that she does. They recognize what she's doing for the family. And it says her husband also. So he gets up and he says, "You're blessed." And he praises her. This is something again that you could ask yourself: is the person that you're talking about, getting with, is that person praising you to others? I certainly hope so. He praises her, saying good things to her. You're wonderful. I'm so blessed to have you. Are you hearing those things? Verse 30, charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. So men, we're looking far beyond beauty. We're looking far beyond the looks, beyond that. Give her the reward she has earned, and let her works bring her praise at the city gates. So she's earned rewards. Verse 31, last verse, she's earned rewards, and it's saying, give it to her. She's earned them. And let her works bring her praise at the gate. The gate is the city. And they're saying, hey, she worked so hard. Let her get her flowers. Let her get her flowers. So real quick, we're gonna run back through all the highlights of Proverbs 31. She's an entrepreneur, right? Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She's trading and she's being profitable. She makes linen garments and sells them. She finds property and buys it. She supplies the merchants with sashes. She helps out to the needy and the poor. What's she in charge of? She watches over the affairs of the household. She makes sure her family is nice and warm. They got good clothing that she's made. So when it snows, she's not fearing. She again looks and buys for property, considers the fields and buy it. She provides food for her family and her servants. She picks out the wool and the flax, the linen, and the clothing items for her family. And what does her husband benefit? He has full confidence in her. He lacks nothing of value. He receives good, not harm, all the days of her life. Because of her, he's respected at the gate, at the city gate. And she's worth far more than rubies. He knows her worth. And better yet, she knows her worth. She knows she's worth a lot. All the hard work that she's doing. So we're going to wrap up here. And we're going to end here because, again, if you are single and you're considering or want to, you desire marriage, look at that Proverbs 31 woman and see what it is that you are looking at. It's not easy. It's worth it. It's not easy. The wife of noble character. So have a great day today. Have a blessed day today. It's up to you to determine what your day looks like. Look to God, make him priority. Get that joy from him. Your day's going to be great. I know it if you decide to make it great. Get a good Bible, any type of Bible. New King James, NIV. Just get a Bible. Read your word daily. Read it yourself. I encourage you to read Proverbs 31 on your own. Get your own interpretation from God. Mine could be totally opposite of yours. Get your own interpretation. Take the time out to pay attention to God and his surroundings. Don't depend on yourself. And if you're looking for happiness, if you're looking for joy, again, make God priority and you will find joy. Choose God. Find joy. Get yourself into a good Bible-believing church if you can. But in the meantime, dive into that Bible.